Is your city making financial and planning choices for the long run, and why does it matter? Let's talk about it in the Strong Towns Book Club, Chapter 3. How a city balances its books might sound boring, but it's important. If you care about your city serving your community, you want it to be profitable, not just this year or this decade, but for the unforeseeable future. In the book, Charles Marone says the primary goal of a city must be to endure, and that public infrastructure is a communal investment to accelerate wealth creation within a community. He uses the example of a public building or spaces like City Hall or parks. They're investments to support the community and make people feel like their city is secure and strong. However, they are still technically luxuries, not necessities, since they don't return a profit. Other examples of luxuries include development that's spread out. It's seen as cheap in the short term, but they're costly in the long because spread out neighborhoods don't bring in enough tax revenue to pay for maintaining all the roads, pipes, and services they require when everything is so far apart. Yet cities still build this way because it seems like that's what people want. In the book, Marone calls this the municipal Ponzi scheme. Far too often, cities focus on developing as a means and not as an end. We fix problems and build now without asking financially if this will make sense generations into the future. Sadly, there are lots of places where we can see this play out. You might sometimes see a downtown that has ornate historic buildings that are largely empty or that seem to signal success but are now decaying. In cases like these, the city might have grown too quickly and built more than they could maintain. That's what happens when a city doesn't run at a profit. Cities can operate at a loss for short periods of time by taking on debt or spending cash reserves, but it cannot do so indefinitely, not any more than any nonprofit organization or your household can. Watching our cities grow is not like playing one game or one season. We're playing an infinite game, and the goal is to endure. So maybe take a look around your city and ask what investments are working towards the goal of being a lasting city, and what investments are just a means to an end. I'd love to hear your answers in the comments, and I'll see you next week.